Alrighty, welcome everyone. Hopefully everyone's having a good day today. In case you couldn't tell, this thing is Mac. Yeah, he's actually got like head structure and stuff. You can see his eyeballs and everything. Yeah. He's not so sure about the haircut, but he looks good. So, hopefully everyone's having a good day today. We are taking a break from the Airborne Kingdom and going to Alaska. Go north. To Alaska. Go north. Anyway, hey, Ziberian. Floppy Pooper? Yeah, it's Floppy Pooper. This, I should also say, Alaska Gold Fever was recommended by Ziberian. It was a while ago. And I picked it up when he recommended it and never got around to it. So today we're getting around to it. It looks like an interesting game. I'm excited to get into it. Time to get them fish? Maybe? I don't know. Oh, so the Bandits DLC is to be added. Got it. But we're going to give it a shot today. The plan is to do Airborne Empire tomorrow. Hopefully we can finish it up tomorrow. And then I don't know what we're going to be doing on... Wow, I almost said Sunday. On the following day. Alaska is world famous for its fish. That is true. Alaska is, or at least in the United States, I've never been out in the world. They don't let me that far. But in the United States, in Wisconsin, Alaska is known for many things. It's wildlife in particular, fish included, but also moose is another big one that comes to my mind. I've heard stories, and maybe this is because I'm a Wisconsinite, and those of you who don't know, Wisconsin's one of those states where in one hand we hold a beer, and the other hand we hold a gun. And you can take either one of them over our cold, dead hands. It's just kind of the way most Wisconsinites are. Most Wisconsinites love to drink. They love to hunt. So in this neck of the woods, you hear a lot. The moose is huge. Yes. In this neck of the woods, in my area of the world, you hear a lot about people going to Alaska for that moose hunt once a year. Duck is another one that you hear about in Alaska quite a bit. But fishing is also very strong and popular there. There's a fair bit of the fishing and crabbing industry out of there. Deadliest Catch is out of Alaska, technically. So yeah, Alaska's known for a lot. Its biggest kickstart, if you will, in my opinion, is the gold rush. There was a gold rush a number of years ago, I believe the 1800s, where a bunch of people went to Alaska to strike it rich. Not all of them succeeded. But today we're going to try our luck in that area. Hey, Jameson, how you doing, buddy? You already queued up the Star Wars yell. So we're going to do... Puppy, you're on a rampage. That's not fair. We're going to do this today. Probably, I'm hoping to finish up Airborne Empire tomorrow. And this is where I also have some other important news for the channel. Some things are changing. I'll post this to the Discord as well. But I kind of wanted to make it live first before I posted there. And that is, I have been offered a job. I got the job offer on Friday, and I accepted it yesterday. So starting the 16th of this month, I will be moving to the new position, and I will be working Monday through Friday, 2:30 to 11 my time. What this means for the channel, basically the short version is I won't be streaming Tuesdays and Wednesdays. More than likely, I might stream in the morning some, like we did with the Subnautica. We might still do that a little. It's just not going to be a common thing. We definitely won't be streaming in the evenings unless I've taken a vacation. I should also say, while this is important news and change for the channel, I'm not ending the channel. The channel's going to stick around. I just probably won't be streaming as much. The other issue we're running into is in order for my finances to meet, I'm going to keep working at Best Buy, which means that I'm going to probably work there once a week. So I get Saturdays and Sundays off. I'll probably work Sundays at Best Buy, the 9 to 7 that I'm currently working. Now, hopefully, I can back off on that or change the schedule so I can still stream in the evenings, and I might still stream on those nights that I work until 7, because I have to be to work by 2:30 the next day, so I got plenty of time. But we'll kind of see. Needless to say, streaming will definitely, assuming nothing comes up, happen on Saturdays, starting the 16th ish. All right, puppy, there you go. Beyond that, I don't know when I'll stream. Hopefully, I'll stream as much as I am or similar amounts to now. But there's a lot going on in life that needs money right now, so money's got to take priority. You guys donate and contribute, and I make money here, then this becomes more of a priority. In the meantime, it's just a hobby, which I have fun at, which will unfortunately mean that's going to have to take a little bit of a backseat. But it won't go away. I still plan on streaming roughly at least once a week, because I love you guys. I love hanging out. This is my hobby. I don't do anything else. I read, I stream, and I go to work. That's about all I do. So I'd lose a third of my personality. But anyway, with all that said and done, we're going to get into it. I'm kind of excited. This has, for me at least, it reminds me a little bit of like Saloon Simulator. It's got that vibe to it. So I'm kind of excited to get into it and see where we're at. We should go back to Saloon Simulator too one of these days. But in the meantime, we're going to go to Alaska. I've heard good things about Alaska overall. Speaking of Western style stuff. Yeah, there's that game too. Mining contest? What do I got for settings? Do I put them in freedom units? I'll leave it. I don't know if you saw, but there's a new cowboy sim coming out. Nothing like RDR. It could be fun. What's the new cowboy sim? I missed that. You've piqued my curiosity. Cow. I'll put it in Discord. Who? I remember a Wimworld mod where it actually showed both Fahrenheit and Celsius. It was actually surprisingly helpful for turning what Fahrenheit and Celsius were for me. Fair enough. I could see where that would be helpful. Alright. Enter a name for your new save. We're just gonna go with Citadel. I've got, I think it's from a John Wayne movie is where I learned it, but I think it is a Elvis song, North to Alaska. I'm underwater? Am I a fish? Neat little advertisement. At the top of the screen, you can see a compass that will point you toward important elements such as story missions, side missions, key locations, or your own custom markers. Use the map. You can adjust the compass to suit your needs. Nice. So what do we got here? Ziberian. Wild West Simulator. Cowboy Life? Oh, they're both the same game, but no. Okay. Which one were you talking about or thinking about originally? Thank you. Thank you for zooming in on that. You're just going to open up in another window, aren't you? This looks like Hydroneer, only Cowboy Edition. It's Hydroneer, only Oil Edition. Thank you. Thank you very much. Cowboy Life. Immersive, relaxing ranch sim where you step in the boots of a failed businessman starting fresh. Buy your first goat, meet locals, explore. Ooh. This looks interesting. Interesting. Thank you for the suggestion. Smaller, feels way too off. About the first one or this one? First one primarily, but anything claiming simulator, I don't really have high hopes for personally. Yeah, simulator does seem to be kind of a catch-all. Called dog sled. Not gonna lie. All right. I'm at medium quality. Ugh. Okay. Archery range. Half the sims are made by one company. Mass churning. Yeah. Look around the area and find Uncle's Hotel. Disappointed by the lack of updates for Demolition Sim. Fair. Read. There's none on the door. For the hotel keys, please report to the church. Wanted. Can I just go up and over? Is that a thing? Nope. That's what I'm worried about. Most of the time they throw assets they bought on the store together and call it done and make a quick buck instead of using them for anything useful. Fair. Excuse me, sir. I'm the heir to the hotel located in this town. I'm looking for someone who can help get to it. Come to the right place, young man. My name is William, and I'm the local clergyman. And someone you can call a mayor, though without the official title. More than anything, I was close to your friend. I was a close friend of your uncle. Before he died, he asked me to make sure you find your way here. You must have valued and respected him very much if you wanted to bring me here all the way from Poland. Indeed, it wasn't easy, but I owe him my life and my position as this settlement's administrator. So, I wanted to do him this one last favor. It seems to me that in the letters my uncle mentioned a certain friend with a good heart and a firm hand. I assume he meant you. I need a firm hand to make sure no newcomer or resident gets the idea of taking over. Our settlement is unlike any other you might have heard of. Let's see if that'll help. I promise I won't cause any trouble. Like many others, I came here to secure a better life for myself. Actually, not just for myself. Enough chatter. I assume you'd like to see your new home, wouldn't you? I'll handle the necessary paperwork, but in the meantime, I have a small favor to ask. As you can guess, it's damn cold here, and it would be good to light the stove. Could you help me and bring some firewood? Here's a simple axe. It should help with the job. Especially if they get a turnover rate of just a few months, like even the fastest games I know take about a year. Crank out apparently. 2 to make really refined. I'm not counting using pre-built assets to cram together. Star Valor, for example, remember that blast from the past? Definitely used assets for icons, but I remember it taking, 2 years to crank out? Could be. Star Valor was really good. Is really good. Well, I wouldn't want to disappoint my uncle's loyal friend. I've got nothing better to do either, so I'll head out and chop some trees. Just don't wander too far. We've got plenty of wild and dangerous animals around. Wolves and bears, for example. You can see your inventory window. As you can see, we've divvied it into different categories to make it easier for you to browse the items you own. To open it, press tab. Some of these categories, such as tools, weapons, essentials, and consumables, can be used during your adventure. Keep in mind that each category has an assigned key that allows you to select a specific item. For example, tools, when you press 1, you will take the Reverend's axe into your hand. If you have more items in the same category, you need to press the same key multiple times to cycle through them. Okay. The item selected the one you want to use. All right. Consumable items cannot be held in your hand, so to use them, you must press H. Okay. Interesting. So if I hit 1, the axe doth appear. And you want me to bring firewood. Can I? Nope. So if you can't collect it, it won't even let you click on it. I can't use the... I can't even use it as a weapon. Turn to the Churach. It does close on its own over time. Talk to the Reverend. Back. Excellent, I must say you got it done quite fast. It gets pretty cold where I'm from too, so I've had to go on a few wood gathering trips myself. As you can see, my stove isn't too big, so it'd be best if you cut those logs into smaller pieces, let's say about the size of sticks. Can you handle that? No problem. What about my papers? In our region, if you want to own a building, land, or a mine, you need to purchase a property deed. Since your uncle left you the hotel in his will, I'm transferring the deed to you free of charge. But if you ever want to acquire more property in the future, I'm afraid it'll cost you quite a bit. What's all that money used for? When we're officially recognized as a separate state one day, I want this town to become their regional capital. Politics, that's all I'll say, son. Don't you worry, I won't drink it away like some of the drunkards around here. Indeed, one day we'll be able to breathe a proud sigh of relief. Sounds like an ambitious plan. Once I get the hotel back in shape and decide to open it officially, will I need your approval? No, what you do with your own property is, so to speak, no concern of mine. Is there a mine around here that still has some gold left? Son, there's more gold here than there is water. You just have to go looking for it, though I haven't done that myself in years. Ask the trader at the general store. He'll know where a newcomer like you should head. Thank you kindly for your help. I'll spend the night at the hotel, and tomorrow morning I'll head out to look for gold. Bringing the rest of my family over here won't come cheap. I wish you good luck, boy, and while you're at it, please accept this modest gift from me. It may be a simple knife, but when you hunt an animal, it will allow you to cut meat from it, which you can then cook and eat. Life in Alaska will require the sensible use of natural resources, for which various useful items can be crafted. Craft specific items, you need to learn their recipes, which you can purchase in shops or receive from townsfolk. Start crafting items, you must be at the appropriate workstation and press C to open the crafting window. Some simple objects can be crafted anywhere at any time. Okay. So process the logs into... Oh, still need to do that. So crafting logs into sticks. I guess I don't have to worry about my inventory getting used up. The hotel once belonged to your uncle, but now it's finally yours. As you can see, properly documenting all official matters is extremely important to the local residents. That's why every property you own must be acquired legally. Manage your properties, and you'll likely own more than one. You need to return to the Reverend. He will help you hire employees and check other important information. This is a lot more in depth. What's important for you? Prayer is important, but it must be offered with sincere intent. So go back to the hotel. Ooh, berries. And berries. Rock. Yep, it's a crafting game. I do doth declare it is a crafting game. Ooh, bridge. Bidge. Yeah, effa goat once. Ooh, we've got a wall. Really throws me for a loop with Wild West Miner Simulators. How one is a completely different theme from their previous games. Most actual developers stick to some sort of design or gameplay theme. Every single one has the exact same Rockstar style person on their thumbnail, which hints at AI gen. And 3, their demo turnaround at its closest is 3 months. Most demos are mostly complete mechanics-wise, so to create 2 entirely different games with entirely different themes. You've got multiple teams working on that studio, which likely isn't the case, or they're just cramming together assets and forking it out the door so people get cash grab. Maybe. It definitely makes a guy wonder, but I'm not about to say for certain, you know? I'm hitting the F key. Rock. Hey. Baddies. Should be a bed in the owner's room. Rest after your long journey. Okay. So, a wee bit of a fixer-upper. Oh. That must be the developers. Cool. Open? Oh. Close. Pick up. List from Uncle Ben. Dear boy, I hope you made it here safely and that no one tried to deceive you along the way. If you are reading this letter, it means that I am no longer alive and my hotel now belongs to you. At the end of my life's journey, I leave you something that may help you get to know this area better. I've hidden 5 keepsakes from my travels here. Good luck. A journal? Look for a totem. Okay. There's a lot to this game. A lot more than I was expecting. Dirty job. I mean, that's a nasty bed, so what's the start? Also, can I just say, this place is a hole in the wall? Get it? Get it? This place is a hole in the wall? I thought it was funny. Jameson, you and your wall of texts. Counterexample to this is terms of setting theme would be 3030 Death War Redux. Asteroids control style, short but neat little open world space game. A Galactic Glitch twin stick physics roguelike, both made by the same studio. Former is by Bird in Sky, published by Crunchy Leaf Games. Latter is made by Crunchy Leaf Games. Presumably they rolled the former in, especially considering they were publisher both times, and the former game mentioned the latter game in an update log. The reason this isn't suspicious is because both have the same gameplay, absolute cores, 2D spaceflight, despite having extreme thematic and visual differences, and they took a while to roll out the latter game. Yeah, fair. Took 6 years to roll out Galactic Glitch after 3030 Death World. Plenty of time to work on it. Yep. Bank. Nelson and Blake General Goods. Greetings, sir. Miner, traveler, or just passing through? Sorry, what'd you say? Asking who you are, newbie. I inherited a hotel from my Uncle Ben. I assume you knew him, right? Oh my goodness, it's you! Ben said he'd bring in a young guy to take over his business. You're really from Eastern Europe? Do you have winter all year round there? Come on, we had some warm summers too. But if I were to choose a place to live based on weather, I'd have stayed my ass at home. Listen, I'm looking for some gold mine where I can safely learn the basics of gold mining and then earn a bit of coin for the first renovation work on the hotel. Can you help me? Of course. If you leave the town heading more toward the harbor, then turn left toward the Carpenter, you'll find a small mine that was discovered recently. The most recent miner working there fairly quickly decided he'd had enough and went back home to Florida. Wow. Apparently he's planning to open some kind of fishing business there. Unfortunately, the scoundrel left the mine in poor condition, with the shaft crumbling. Before you go there, visit the carpenter so he can help you craft stabilizing support beams. I always thought people here worked themselves to death and ended up with nothing. That's good news for me. Whoa there, hold your horses, kid. Tell me, can you even forge yourself a new pickaxe? Lazy prospectors don't last long out here. They end up paying a fortune to the craftsman, and he cleans them out worse than I ever could. Didn't think I'd need to. Can you teach me? No, but I can give you a recipe that'll teach you how. Of course, as a special exception, for the services of your Uncle Ben. I'll even throw in a tiny bucket for carrying the rubble. And for God's sake, put something on yourself. I'm freezing just looking at those summer clothes. Where might I buy some decent clothes? Do you have a furrier around here or someone that'll sort? Sadly, our furrier has fallen ill in both body and mind, and he no longer sells clothes. I've got some rags he gave me last time we talked a few months ago. You can take them. One you might be familiar with is the Bomber Space Badlands crew. 3 years for the bomber to space, 5 to Badlands. Their artistic style didn't change that much, so they could piggyback, neither did their vehicle. Yeah, it's a pretty similar game, yep. Just with a different coat of paint. California studios tend to have some consistent theming in their things. Yeah, true. Local traders will be your best allies. It is with them that you can purchase the tools, weapons, and resources essential for surviving and effective work in Alaska. Local shopkeep furrier and the owner of the Mountain Lodge can buy back any items you don't need, allowing you to earn some extra money. In selected shops, you can also purchase new crafting recipes for items. If you want to be more cost effective, it's worth learning them. However, if you don't feel like crafting things yourself, you can still buy them in the shop. Just remember, traders are ripoffs and charge very high prices. The clothes, pants, and the cloth pants and jacket you just received will provide better protection against the cold, which is an essential part of living in Alaska. Each additional piece of clothing will provide you with better protection against the cold, which will be crucial for your comfort during work and exploration. Unfortunately, frost can make you faint and force you to return to the town. Buy a bucket. Buy a recipe for a primitive pickaxe. Buy a torch. And then craft the pickaxe. At each mine, there is a camp that includes several useful objects such as a crafting station, tents for resting overnight, and a campfire. Sometimes, however, these camps seem to be a bit too small, don't they? It looks like you'll be able to do something more with them later on. Leather, torches, fur. Dynamite. Oh, interesting. Oil, paper, more dynamite, garlic, bolts, cloth. Quite a bit of stuff. Look for the carpenter. Are you the carpenter? You do not appear to be the carpenter. How are you? Progress doesn't wait for the timid. Okay. Gold, and I assume iron? Mercury. Okay, so here's the carpenter. Yes, I am barking at you about this because I don't want you to be being a magpie going ooh shiny and hoarding it until you run out of money. Fair enough. I will say I bought this game months ago. So it's just a matter of, or a month ago. So this is a matter of I finally got around to it. So. Because, yeah. Yeah, I bought it in April. So I guess it was months ago. Wow, 130, Simone. Dang. Welcome, welcome. How you doing, buddy? Mi friendo. Talk to the carpenter. You happen to know about making wooden supports for stabilizing a mine? I might. That's perfect because I said might. First, I'd like to know who you are. My apologies. I'm a relative of Ben's. My uncle supposedly helped establish the settlement. You see, like many others, I came here chasing a better life, and I'd like to bring... Yeah, another poor, lost immigrant trying to live the dream and strike it rich. Typical. Hey man, you're an immigrant too, just like the rest of us. My ancestors sailed here in 1620 and helped build this country. Alright, don't get worked up. You know how to make these support beams? Yes, here's a simple recipe for good supports. So those dumb rocks don't fall on your dumb head. Now get out of my shop, I'm busy. You must have a lot of friends around here. More than you, that's for sure. Now scram. Wow. Not all items can be crafted by hand. More advanced equipment requires the use of appropriate stations available in shops and camps. Each available workstation allows you to create a different type of items. For example, you can sew cloth at the furrier's workshop and cut wood into planks at the carpenter's. So, carpenter table? Support beam. Go to the mine. And they call it a mine. You know, just because you're a snot, I'm going to cut down all your trees. It looks like every tree produces the same amount of wood, regardless of actual size. Something tells me I will never not need support beams, so I might as well make a bunch. And since it doesn't look like I have to worry too much about weight, I might as well pick everything up. Which I'm not going to complain about. Is this the first mine? Yeah, it is. Acquire tool type bucket. Collect dump. Okay. Sleep. Upgrade for $75. Okay. Go to the mine near town. Mining is the core of your adventure. It is your main source of gold and other valuable resources. Each mine is different and may require a different set of tools. Some rocks are harder than others, and you won't be able to break through them without better equipment. Start mining, equip the pickaxe you have, then approach the rocks and to smash it. Note the pickaxe has a limited durability, so it's a good idea to bring more than one with you. Now you tell me. If you want to hide the object you are holding on your hands, press the Alt key. Nice. Contrary to appearances, mines are quite fragile structures and can easily collapse. Pay attention to dust and rocks falling from the ceiling. This is a sign that the shaft needs to be stabilized. To do this, you must craft support beams and place them at regular intervals so the structure becomes stable again. This is also about your life. You surely don't want to die under the rubble, do you? Ignore stability as a direct path to disaster. A collapsed mine segment provides no benefits, only extra work. Use the crafted support beam to stabilize the mine. Filtering. During mining operations, large amounts of ore mixed with soil are always produced. You must remember that not everything you dig up has any value. Use the bucket from your inventory to collect the rubble lying on the ground and carry it to the filtering station. Separate ordinary debris from gold and iron using the filtering station with the bucket filled with materials equipped. Aim at the upper part and press E. Okay. Oh, so I can just click and hold and point. Ooh, so we got a little bit of iron and we got a little bit of gold. Ooh, 55 gold. I believe that is known as a rocker box. You know, I was kind of hoping for a calm, relaxing game, and so far this seems to be giving me what I wanted. Ooh, that has gold flecks in it. Maybe that has gold in it. Ooh. Oop, it broke it. Can I make another one? I can. Let's make a couple. Never really thought about like how mining actually worked. But now I kind of understand it. You grind it all up and then you get the gold from it. All right, all right. Suppose I should probably take what I've got out of the mine. Need for space. Gather more. So one thing I do remember hearing about, and this I think was more the California gold rush than anything, but everything was done in pinches. So you'd have a pinch of gold as your measuring system. And what companies would then do is they'd hire the biggest, burliest guy they could find with the biggest hands, because they knew when he pinched the gold, he'd pinch more of the gold than someone else would. It's time to find a bank to sell it. Alright, dump the last of it here, shake it out. Be a good idea to keep our eye open for wood. We're gonna need a lot of supports. And I ain't paying for that shit. The big rock becomes the small rock hides the gold. Yep. That seems to be my understanding. You know, whenever I pick up rocks in a townscape like this, I always get the feeling I'm going to walk into someone's yard and pick up all of their, like, purchased decorative rocks that they put in their front yard, and they're going to be screaming at me while I'm wandering around picking up all their stones. But I need it for crafting a new pickaxe. Good day, I'd like to exchange the gold I've gathered for some cash. Of course, young man. How's the hotel renovation going? How do you know about that? A good banker must know everything about his potential clients, and our settlement isn't exactly large, so news travels fast. That makes sense. I need money for renovation, materials, and tools, so I'd like to exchange the gold from the mine for cash. Are there any specific rules, fluctuating rates, or something like that? Actually, both ordinary dirty pieces of... I accept both ordinary dirty pieces of gold and those purified through the special process developed by our engineers. I keep a separate rate for each. Dirty gold is, of course, worth less than purified gold. Also, if you melt pure gold into bars, I offer a specially higher price. Gold bars sell better on the market than the small bits that traveling miners usually bring me. I see, so it's better to refine the gold a bit before exchanging it with you. Keep that in mind for the future, but right now I'm short on time. Will you take what I have with me now? Pecura non olet, as the Romans used to say. Dirty gold is still gold. And if you're looking for good tools, I recommend buying a hammer from the merchant. It's great for simple household tasks and more. Exchange gold in its raw state comes in various forms, dust, flakes, and nuggets. Any gold you extract can be taken and sold at the local bank, which will guarantee you a steady flow of cash. This, in turn, is essential for trading and covering other important expenses. However, the gold you collect directly from the mine has one drawback. It is mixed with dirt and rocks, which reduces its value. Perhaps someone will help you later with refining and further processing it. So, exchange for 35. $32. Exchange. Close. What motto do you live by? Money is power, power is control. Damn, son. I'm out of gold. Oh, that's a stick. Alright. Yeah, it's a bit of a fixer-upper. I don't know what food is for. Maybe they'll tell me eventually. Almost tried chopping down the light post. That probably would have gotten me in trouble. Okay, so different trees do give you different amounts. They all give you 3 sections of wood. But sometimes those sections are worth 1, sometimes those sections are worth 2. I assume there's some where sections are worth 3. Nope, I can't break it. So when does the dragon show up to steal your gold? That's not this game. How you doing, Squirrel? I haven't seen you in a while, buddy. At least I hope there are no dragons in Alaska. That would be a plot twist. I see gold. Doing okay, only bad dragons. As far as I know. Thanks. Glad you're doing alright. I'm gonna have to put in more support soon. Yep, there's the supports. Could be worse. You could be in a game with Josh from Let's Game It Out. That's true. Cook dinner on your computer there. Yeah, that is also true. You could cook dinner on the computer. I've seen his stuff. His computer can't handle it, and I imagine that his computer is quite impressive. Been playing Poe 2 recently? How's it been? They released a new league. Nice. I saw they did a new release. It's alright. Better or worse than 1? Obviously 1 has had time to cook, but... Alrighty. The new Ascendancy Spirit Walker is probably going to be nailed with the Nerf bat. Fair? Unfortunate, but fair. You can tame boss level beasts with it. Oh yeah, that does sound ripe for the nerfing. Fun in concept, but quick to abuse. Or be abused. Or iron, 57 gold. I like the concept. I'm just leery about how things will go forward. Yeah, totally. Fair enough. I mean, it sounds fun and interesting to kind of give the characters or the players that much freedom. But that was water I saw, wasn't it? But at the same time, it is kind of this like... That's a lot of power to give a character. And it can really screw with your balancing later on or even right away in a game. Le bucket is not full, but we're... Alright, let's take this back and see what we got. Choir shovel. Oh, that's a skull. It's got a I want to be the very best kind of vibe to it. Fair. I mean, it worked for them, right? So what did I eat today? I had carrots. I had a cheese and artificial crab spread sandwich. I had 2 of those actually. And then my friend dropped off General something or other beef, homemade, yesterday, and I had that over rice. I had canned Wendy's chili and some jalapeno and onion corn muffins. Ooh, that could be good if I liked jalapeno with cheese on top. Gonna make ground beef tacos tomorrow. I mean, sure, that sounds really great. If only I hadn't had tacos for like the last 3 months straight. I would totally love a meal like that. I've had way too many tacos lately, and I completely cannot stand them anymore. Close. Go to the general store. Is there a pork shoulder in the oven? It was good. I imagine it was good. I'm absolutely exhausted. I see you've been working hard, boy. What do you plan to spend your hard-earned money on? It was tough, but I've actually grown to like digging through those mines. Surprisingly relaxing work, all things considered. Unless some rock falls on your leg and turns it into mush for the worms. Thanks, that's a healthy thought. I've never really liked that kind of work. I definitely prefer selling in my shop. At least he's honest. I need a solid hammer to start renovating the hotel, and I could use some more new planks for making furniture. The inside looks worse than my home village. Hey, Simmons. You can get a hammer here, no problem. It's on the table over there, but I can't help you with the planks. I made a deal with the others not to compete too much in their lines of work. From what I hear, you already been to the carpenter. He should have some good planks in stock. And if you're nice, he might even teach you how to make them yourself. Nice to him? You must have been kicked by a moose. Last time I visited, he yelled at me and kicked me out of the workshop. But did he teach you how to make supports? He did. You have to forgive him. After losing his wife and daughter, he changed a lot, and he's closer to Scrooge than to the cheerful woodsman from the children's story. He's a good, decent man, just a miser and a grumbler, worse than my own mother. I wonder if he'll get visited by 3 ghosts one night. He should, for the way he acts sometimes. I'll try to be kind to him after all. He has solid reasons for being in such a mood. Thank you for your help, sir. I'll just take a few things and then I'll be off. Hammer. Before I get excited with anything else, I'm gonna visit him. In case I need to buy like a prescription, a recipe. I'm just going over. It's simpler. I think it's simpler. Where the hell am I? And that was not good. I was in the river. There's definitely some optimization they could do with this game. Oh, I gotta buy cloth from the merchant too? Boo. Visit the carpenter shop. Greetings. Hey, you again. What do you want this time? Since you're asking, sir, I'm looking for some good quality planks for the hotel renovation. I was told you have exactly what I need, and I'd like to buy a few. You can't afford them. To fix up that wreck Ben left behind, you will have to spend half your life in the mine, or start selling some rats around here. Stealing. If you won't sell them to me, maybe you could at least show me how to make such fine and sturdy planks myself? I'm busy, I don't have time, but out of respect for Ben alone, even though he was a fool, I'll give you the recipe for making planks, so you'll be able to make them yourself. Maybe if I'm lucky, you'll chop your hand off and I won't have to deal with you anymore. Fool, son of a fool, a nephew of an even bigger fool, renovating that dump nonsense. Fool Krawa? You're the fool yourself. Watch your mouth or I'll change my mind. Planks and crossbow bolts. And a crossbow. I'm a little concerned about what I'm going to need the crossbow for. 72 planks. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 7. A bunch. 46. Crossbows to fight off the vampires. I hope not. Alaskan vampires? I'm good. This is getting jittery. This is not stable. Oh, I just killed the game. Alright, my computer is not a potato. This is not a graphically intense game. What the F? Cleaning. To renovate the hotel rooms, you first need to clean them of rubble and other trash. You can do this by collecting it in your bucket or cutting it with an axe. Once you clear the entire area, you can begin its renovation. Your hotel is a truly pitiful state, so it's time to restore it to its former glory. Take the hammer you bought recently and get to work on renovating the reception area. When you're in the area designated for renovation, you will see ghost outlines of the objects you can build. Approach them. Oh, is that my whole problem? It was seeing my approach them and press blah. Start construction. Each such action costs resources such as wood, cloth, and iron. The hammer will also be used to construct completely new objects such as bridges in the mines and many others. Decorate the waiting room. Decorate the hallway. Go to the guest room. Uncle Ben's Hotel has 5 guest rooms. We've just renovated the first one. Your work isn't finished yet. Each of the rooms needs to be refurbished in the same way. If you want to earn more from your hotel, upgrade the rooms by increasing their standards so guests will pay more per night. At the moment, your income is quite modest. When you have some free time, try to do something about it. I can't clean up this room, apparently. Go to the church and talk to the reverend. Let's call it a night first. Slept with my bucket. You look worried. Been hearing more and more about you, young man. Not always the kind of things I'd like to hear. My sincerest apologies, sir. I can be a bit hot-headed, and I just can't stay calm when someone's bringing unpleasantness toward me. Remember, you're at the far end of the world. Look at the wrong person the wrong way, and you might end up with a bullet between your eyes. Luckily, we're a peaceful bunch around here, at least for now. Try to keep my mouth shut while I still have all my teeth. I actually came because I'm looking to hire someone to work in my hotel. Think I can find anyone like that around here? Won't be easy, but if someone is looking for work in this region, I'll definitely know about it. So if you ever need to hire someone to help you in any field, come to me. I even thought about putting up some kind of notice board in town, but let's be honest, most of the idiots blinded by gold can't even read. I'll tell you this, though. From time to time, interesting people show up here. People like you. I've already talked to miners, cooks, clerks, and even soldiers. Idiot or not, someone has to help me with this hotel. Can you remember someone truly trustworthy? It's simple tasks like welcoming guests, watching over the building, and cleaning from time to time. Anyone will do as long as it's not some random drunk with piss-soaked pants. I know a few who would be a perfect fit, but please, I beg you, be polite to him, because I have no intention of seeing you in a coffin. You're right, it's not a game. There won't be a second chance. Wait, I almost forgot. Talked to the baker. He asked me to encourage you to visit the engineer. He's got the right equipment to refine the gold you find. It's a good deal for both of you, and it doesn't take much work. You're right, the faster I start earning, the sooner I can bring my family here. Thanks. The business you own needs employees to take care of them while you're off on your gold expeditions. Of course, keeping such an employee comes at a cost, salary that you must regularly deposit in the safe. To hire, dismiss employees, you have to go visit the Reverend. Here you can also view all the businesses you own. Remember that hiring employees truly pays off, as they will handle important tasks for you, automate their businesses, and providing you with passive sources of income. So hire a worker for the hotel. Status of my properties. Let's see. So Uncle Ben's Hotel, hire. $3 a day. Engineer can refine gold, look for him. Stop and take a rest. Story complete. You look like one of the true native inhabitants of these lands. That's fascinating. Hello, Steam Sir. Welcome to my humble workshop. My ancestors guide your path. I came to you because I know why you're here, and I'll gladly help. The gold prospectors around here aren't as open-minded as you are. Ben surrounded you with a special, strong aura, boy. Luck will stay by your side as long as for the long time. That's good, I think. I've heard about it before, but can you tell me this whole process of gold purification is all about? You see, my friend, gold carries within it the story of millions of years of this planet, this region, and the beings that have walked these lands since the dawn of time. I built a special machine myself that slightly improves and modifies the gold amalgamation process, which in this case involves boiling unpure gold in mercury, causing the dirt and magnetite as a derivative element to separate out. It's a lot of smart words I won't remember anyway. Honestly, you look more like a native shaman than a scientist. Where does your fascination with science come from? My mother was from Europe. My father was a native of this region, from the Athabascan tribe. Their souls united in me, granting me both a sharp mind and respect for the traditions of my ancestors. Besides the machine, I've also developed a technique for enhancing mining tools with precious gems that I infuse with the spirits of wild, powerful animals. Come visit me sometime, I'll show you how it all works. Then you'll be able to bring your longing mother and sister here to join us. Wait, how do you... Did Uncle Ben tell you about our family? He was a secretive man. He only told us about you the day before he passed. He protected you and still does. Don't worry, everything will turn out fine. Hey, no spoilers. We never knew when the true ending will come. That depends on you. So, can I add iron? Can I add gold? Go to the general store. Ask merchant about a slightly larger mine. The mine you recommended me last time is quite small. Do you know of any larger ones? As far as I know, there's a good mine by a small stream coming out of the mountains. I'll mark a spot on your map. There should be much more gold there. Thanks a lot. By the way, those mines are dark as a rat's ass. You're right, but don't worry, we have a suitable solution for that. Actually, a few, to be honest. The cheapest way to illuminate your work in the mine is by buying or crafting torches. Simple and effective, but they do not last long. There's something more long-term, something I will have to craft every 5 minutes, like an idiot. Or will not have to craft every 5 minutes. In that case, an oil lamp will help you. You can buy one in my shop. It works for a long time and provides plenty of light, although it requires refilling the tank with special oil. Thanks for the advice. I'll take the lamp, and if I need to, I'll make torches myself. See ya. Buy a lamp, buy oil. $40 for the lamp. I don't have that much. Canned meal. I can buy the oil. I think we'll go back to the mine then. Every once in a while I catch something out of the corner of my eye. I don't know if it's stream updating or my streaming software, I should say, updating or what it is. But I reread Squirrel's message like 6 times already about for the vampires. Keep on like, what? Oh, that's the same message. Never mind. What? Oh, that's the same message. Never mind. Okay, he's been paid. What do we got? We only got 4 more supports. At 90 wood. Ooh, we actually lost an axe. Might be worth trying to see what dynamite does. I mean, like, I know it blows up and does damage and clears a bunch of this, but like, how much? Definitely a more relaxing game. Assuming you find this relaxing. I don't know. It's kind of relaxing. Reminds me of those mindless click games, only with a story. A more in-depth interactive story. Most of those click games have stories too, I guess. Alrighty. Just put a pic in chat of the Guinness World Record. What'd you do? Oh, wow. 1,037 Marilyn Monroes in Palm Springs. Discord, yeah. Interesting. You gotta wonder what Marilyn Monroe would think today if she, like, were alive to see all of the lore? I'm gonna go with lore that she has created. $29 gold. I think I just missed. Yep, I did. Oh, we still can collect more. All right. Exchange my gold. Torch crafting recipe. Oil crafting recipe. Got 11 coin left. Fur, leather. Sell. Like anything I really want to sell. $12 for all those berries. Let's sell those. Okay. So there's enough pay for 7 days. Where do I know how much iron I need? Iron ore, 104. Mercury, gold, and sticks? Question mark? How much is a thing of mercury? $30. It's going to be a little bit. There's an invisible wall there. That really the boat I came in on? Damn, I'm brave. I mean, it looks like a beautiful structure. Oh, wow. This is the town. It's a bit of a map. Farm undiscovered. Quest. Oh. Okay, so this is the new mine we're supposed to go for. I'm gonna bet you there are bears over there. Shit, I was gonna stop and get... I think that one hit me in the head. So we could keep going at the mine we've been working at. But there is a new mine that we've unlocked, and it might be worth for us to just move to that new one. I'm hoping that a new mine means larger gold yields. A lot of bodies. Community Path, thank you for playing. New business discovered. Buy the mine. Looking for gold. Working in a mine is extremely demanding and exhausting, which is why it is worth making it a bit easier for yourself. A proper source of light will help you with that. While in the mine, you will always carry a delicate hand lamp that lights your way, but unfortunately it does not indicate where gold is hidden. That is why it is worth equipping yourself with a lamp or a torch whose light will precisely show you which rocks contain more gold and which contain less. Okay. So some lamps are better than others. Gather the materials needed for the gold purification process. 1 kilogram of gold, mercury, and sticks. Sticks isn't the issue. Oh, for a price, you can go fast travel. Got it. Nice. Upgrade for $75. And they're shiny. I assume we can pan for gold. Where's... Oh, there's the rocker box. We've got gold. I'm a little amazed that this thing hasn't started caving in on me. And speak of the devil. Ugh. Ooh, I got some gold flakes out of the deal. $240. Hi, puppy. I love you, dog. No. Got a fair bit of gold, it looks like. Ooh, that one has a big flake in it. Don't have a lot of money. This will bring in a lot of gold, hopefully. Collect an emerald, ooh. Oop, gotta put a support down. Mac, I love you. I know you don't have to go to the bathroom. I have been streaming for 2 hours. You went to the bathroom 2 hours ago. Might be a good idea to get some sleep. $79 gold flakes. What's up, pup? Oh. Okay. Yeah. So what seems to be the issue? Ooh, careful. Mac, where are you going? Hey, you. Yeah, where do you think you're going? Where? What? Huh? Easy, puppy. What's up? Huh? What's up with you? You're okay. Yeah, you're okay. I think he got his... I don't know. There are glands near his butt that I think he got cleaned out, and I don't think he liked the experience. So he has been rather upset as of lately. What happened to my sticks? I mean, I can get more easy, but what happened to my sticks? Alright, so we got a bunch of gold. How much gold are we at? We got some nuggies. Mac, I love you. Oh, that's what's happening to my sticks. Using them to make tools. I hear you, dog, but I also know that I took you out recently. And you are fine. And that I'm not going to be streaming that much longer, so you can wait. I think after we did through these last few bucket loads, it'll be time to head back to town. Alrighty. Top 50 trees. So I need to sell some of the gold, but I don't want to sell all of the gold. Select amount. Here we go. Let's just do 10. That's not what I want. $1 kilogram of gold. Got 33 bucks. I need the mercury. And I need a couple more sticks. Gold refining is a very important process that increases its value. To do this, approach the refining station and add the necessary materials such as gold, mercury, and sticks for fuel. Refining process usually takes quite some time, so it's worth doing something else in the meantime. Once the process is complete, you will receive refined gold as a reward along with a magnet, which is a byproduct. It might come in handy later on. Add mercury, add sticks, add gold. Start process. Feed me my deer. Some trees are artisanal, some trees are actually cuttable. Oh, 96. Let's cut down one more tree. Kind of an interesting thought that like $3.15 was actually a fair bit of coin at one point in time. I guess while that's going, I might as well go back to the mine. Where am I at, rock-wise? Rock, iron ore, okay. Riverside Mine. Oh, it's just the way it's animating. I'm a lumberjack, but it's okay. That's kind of a weird area down here. Good boy. Might be worth going for dynamite. You're all right, puppy. Sounds like it might be raining. Hi, little puppy. So if I get too cold, I take damage. Oh, great. It is now snowing. Mac, I love you. You need to calm down. I'm a little curious. Oh, interesting. You can actually mount these. Not as much iron when there's a lot of gold in them. We got 30 nugs. Alright. I think we're going to take this opportunity to return back to the city. Go back to the engineer's workshop. Go to the craftsman to talk about smelting metals. Oh, fascinating. It's a pleasure to meet you, young man. I assume you're a relative of Ben's, aren't you? Could you tell me something about the traditions or perhaps offer some advice that might help me get accomplished? Bring your family here, right? Well, if you're interested, I can tell you about the power of the natural spirits. Yes, of course. In my country, I've seen things no one would believe, yet they were very real. Teach me, then, how to use the power of nature. It's really quite simple. Each of the gemstones you find in the local mines represents a different kind of power, tied to nature. Ruby stands for strength, topaz symbolizes speed, and emerald represents life. You can attach one or more gemstones to your pickaxe, their power infusing both the tool and yourself. The helpful spirits will then support you in your work, so you can aid your family. It sounds fascinating and mysterious, but I assume that if I have a clear conscience, the powers will grant me their trust. Exactly. To start, take this ruby from me and prepare a simple stone pickaxe, and you'll see the difference with your own eyes. Good luck. Go to the craftsman and talk about smelting metals. The craftsman. Is he in here? Oh. Your friend is kind of weird. Welcome. I hope he didn't scare you off. He's quite an interesting man. I'd even say fascinating. Definitely. So what brings you here? Let me guess. You'd like to melt down your purified gold. Not exactly hard to guess, since you probably noticed I was using that magic machine of yours. His. No need to be snarky. I only wish to help the relative of a good friend of mine. Ben was a great guy. I miss him a lot. Sorry. The Reverend already scolded me once, but your local carpenter probably made me a bit jumpy. Anyway, yes. You are right. I'd like to learn how to smelt pure gold into bars. I've heard it's more profitable. Alright. You need to stop. Alright? I love you, little puppy. You just gotta... Out of my shirt. Calm down for a little bit, okay? You're okay. Exactly. Outside under the canopy, you'll find a special smelting furnace. You can use it to melt purified gold into solid gold bars. You can put either gold or iron into the furnace to get the bar of a specific weight, but don't mix the two. Combining iron and gold will ruin the batch and waste both materials. Sounds simple enough. Do you offer any other services? Since you asked, I want to buy 2 new tool stations, but I don't have enough money. Maybe someday, if you have a bit of extra cash or know of some spendthrift rich fellow, let me know. I'll definitely try to help you, though maybe not right now. Thanks for the advice. I'll smelt what I need and head to the bank. Stone pickaxe crafting recipe. Stone axe crafting recipe. Shovel recipe. Earn some iron bars. Smelting. Smelting gold into bars increases its selling value, but a bar can only be made from pure gold using a special furnace at the crafting workbench. You can add any type of gold to the mentioned furnace, dust flakes, or nuggets. The only rule that you must follow is the weight, which must be exactly 1 kilogram of material to make a bar. The same rule applies to smelting iron ore into iron bars. Wait until it's done. I don't have enough gold. I do have enough sticks, though. Alright, I think we're going to go to the bank, and I'm going to sell some of the gold I have on me now. I know it's a bit of a waste, but it'd be nice to have more than $3 to my name. $5. Woo, I got $8. Casual day quest. See if there's anything more we can do here. He's still got 5 days left. Is there anything? Nope. Can I clean up? Start construction for $50. Okay. Food court. Can I not? I can't. Buddy, what is up with you, huh? What is up? Does that help you feel comfortable? You're a good kid, buddy. You gotta calm down, though. Yeah. Urgh. What is your issue, huh? What is your issue, huh? It's your butt. Your butt feels weird and it's bugging you. There we go. Yeah, you're a good kid. Maybe we can work on some of these side quests while we're waiting. Talk to the hunter. Needed to build a bar. Buy the recipe for the stone pickaxe. Collect money to purchase the gold panning pan. Head over to the carpenter's workshop. Buy the mine. Look for the totem. Head for the carpenter's workbox. Bench. Head for the carpenter. Ooh. Efficiency. Unfortunately, I find myself in need of your advice. Are all of Ben's family a bunch of stupid morons, or just the two of you? What the heck do you want again? Do you happen to know of anyone who could give me a tip on how to handle transporting a large amount of ore faster? Flying back and forth like a fool is starting to wear me out. You do it like an idiot because you're an idiot. You should have asked earlier. The easiest way is probably to build a cart and lay down some tracks. You can pull it along. I have the recipes for the simple tracks, and our beloved craftsman knows how to make the cart. You could be a nicer person sometimes. One day you'll really get what's coming to you for your rudeness. Sure, I could, but at least it's more interesting this way. No kid like you can do anything to me, so don't even try. Alright, never mind. You're too hopelessly dumb to understand this. Thanks for your help. Finally, you caught on. Collect the funds to produce a mine tracking cart. Everything revolves around money. Raising the bar. Talk to the hunter. Yeah, go boy, little one. It doesn't bode well, so I think I'll leave it alone. Howdy. You know what? I'll tell you something. It's obvious you're just starting out. That backpack of yours is more for mushroom picking than for surviving out here. Yeah, maybe you're right. Lacking space is a bit of a pain. There is a way to solve that. You need something larger, and nothing works better than animal hide, which is durable and lightweight. I can teach you how to skin it properly so nothing goes to waste. Sounds great. How do we do that? Task is simple. Hunt an animal and bring me the hide. Remember that the real work only begins after you kill it. So you won't get the fur without a sharp knife. Sounds like I'm in for quite an ordeal. Local animals are mostly herd creatures, so try to lure one away or hit it from a distance. A loner is an easy target, but when they gather into an aggressive or frightened herd, it's better to run. The best method is to break the herd apart. You can do it. Any tips for skinning itself? The whole idea is to let the blade do the work for you. Guide it smoothly under the skin along the muscle. Long, confident strokes from the belly all the way to the snout. Then gently but firmly pull the hide away. As they say, make haste slowly. This isn't a race. Use the knife I'm giving you for this. Alright, I'll come back when I have a skin. Good plan. Don't make me wait. Animal field dressing is a complicated art and requires multiple stages. Learning from now on. By owning a new knife, you will obtain more material from each animal. Buddy, I was fine with you licking my arm. This means that after hunting an animal, you can approach it and using the E key, cut meat and leather from it. How do I hunt, though? I don't have a weapon. Purchase a revolver to hunt deer. Where do I purchase a gun? Also, I'm 90% certain I don't have the cash. Down. Whoops. Oh. Who sells guns? Oh, the guy with all the targets out front? I guess that makes sense. What makes your shop unique? I've got the best gear around. Okay. Ooh, shotgun. What does a revolver cost? 50. That's what I'm afraid of. Gunpowder firecracker crafting recipe. How much longer you got? 7 hours. Iron bar sells for 12. Megnet sells for $9. 15. $10 worth of berries. Juices. Not a good idea. Oh, it's got $20 in it, so I can withdraw the 20. Okay. Okay, so that's how it works. Added to inventory. Visit the bank. Change gold for money. What is that? 150? Damn. Banker wants to talk to you. Hello again, son. Do you have a moment? A longer one, perhaps? Suppose so. What's going on? Good friend of mine, an elderly man, needs help protecting his farm from wild animals. I can't leave the bank myself, and I'm not exactly a crack shot. Being Ben's kin, you seem trustworthy. So would you do me a favor and lend the old man a hand? Sure, why not? Better it be me than some drunkard or crook who'd rob and kill him. But the farm's probably a long way out, isn't it? Any faster way to get there than walking? We've got a shared dog sled around here. Everyone helps look after it, mostly under my watch. Love the mutts. You can use their help for free whenever you want. Just knock on the kennel and they'll come a-running. I mean, I'd seen the kennel. I didn't think you could actually use them. Mom was right. I am an idiot. And how the hell does he even know I'm coming? I just agreed. You have a good heart, I knew you'd agree, so I let Hans know. You sly fox, no wonder you run the bank. Remember, my friend, you owe me. Dog sled allow fast travel between key locations and enable transporting large amounts of goods. At a special station, you can upgrade your dog sled to increase its capacity and efficiency. It's worth paying attention to this, as it will be useful when transporting large amounts of extra materials or goods for sale. So I do have to worry about inventory. I'm just not sure how it all comes together. Buy a revolver. Do I need gunpowder? Use a dog sled to travel to the farms. Need for space. Go to the deer feeding ground near the hunter's hut. Before I accidentally shoot and waste a bunch of money. Oh, I'm also going to buy the gold panning pan. Oh, that's right. Efficiency is also a quest that requires cash. What am I at cash-wise? $102. Raspberries. I should have grabbed the dogs and used them to come out this way. Apparently this road hooks up too, so might as well try it out, see what different sites there are here, if any. Oh well, some people didn't make the best landfall, apparently. There's a fishkin net. Oh. So yeah, just unload into them. Got it. Expand your backpack. 5 animal hides. Oh fudge, they dropped. Leather, planks and sticks. Leather. Leather. Alright, go back to the hunter. So I do have inventory that I have to worry about. Got the hides. It wasn't as hard as I thought. Hey, looks like you're a natural born hunter. Really great job. I'm very glad I did well. It's important to me that my mission goes as efficiently as possible. I'll keep the hides as a memento of your first hunt under my guidance. So be it. Do with them as you wish. Thank you for your early advice. It really made things easier. Glad to hear it. Now you know the skill. Take that bigger backpack I made for you. You've earned it with your own hands. Your current backpack has certain limitations and can carry a relatively small amount of items. To change this, regularly visit the hunter and to deliver the materials needed to increase your backpack capacity. Each subsequent level of backpack development will unlock additional slots for equipment and supplies, which will be very useful during your journey forward. It's getting colder. Can you help me with that? 12 leather. It's getting colder. Yeah, those rags of yours look better suited to the spring stroll than surviving in here. I've noticed some folk around here wear fur-lined clothing, so I thought maybe I could convince our furrier to make something like that for me. Well, hunting wolves or bears for their fur is a tough trade, and lately it just hasn't been worth the effort. No customers means no product. That's how the market works. But if you'd like, I can teach you how to separate the skin from the fur without ruining it. Perfect. That's exactly what I was wanted to ask about. The idea is fairly simple. When you make a cut to harvest the hide, start with a similar cut at the similar cut at the shoulder angle, shallower angle, sliding the blade just under the fur, so the skin separates and comes off in a clean sheet. However, you'll need a better knife for that. Take this one. I didn't think of that, but it makes perfect sense now. Thank you so much for your lesson. I'll head out right away and put this knowledge to use and the knife into practice. And actually, I'm going to go back over here and pick up the stuff I dropped. Hopefully. Maybe not. Here we go. Got a couple more slots and I got some leather. Nice. I need what, 12 leather? And I've got 3. Sorry, bud. I appreciate that they didn't add any sound effects to the animals. That would have been unnecessary. What am I at leather-wise? 9 leather. Alright, we're gonna drop some stuff off back at the house. And then I think, unfortunately, we're gonna have to call it a night. Because A, I'm exhausted, B, I've got some stuff I gotta do in the morning, and C, I gotta take care of my pup. But we also know now that gold bars is 110% the way to go. Not that we didn't know that, but... I'm going to drop the mercury, the iron bar, planks, leather, and fur off here. Is that all the resources I can store, or can I... Okay, I can't go more. Magnetite. I'm going to drop the rubies off. Alrighty. Well, everybody, this is where we're going to call it quits. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoyed this look at Alaska Gold Fever. We'll probably be back to it. Seems like a fun little game I can do, like, in my downtime. But we'll have to see. Tomorrow the plan is to go back to Air Empire, right? Hopefully the plan is to finish that tomorrow. We've got 2 more maps roughly to do, so I assume we'll get through it all tomorrow. Kind of depends on when I start, how late I go, that kind of a thing. If we don't finish it off tomorrow, depending, we'll do it Wednesday. Though we might just have to wait on it. We'll have to see. Depending on how much I feel is left, I might use it as just kind of a filler for a quiet night. So we'll see. But we'll be back to this. We'll be looking at other things. I had fun with this. It's kind of a slow burn, kind of a quiet, relaxing game. So not bad. So Discord is always open. We'd love to have you. Links in the About Me page, or feel free to ask the bot. Nexus Guild is also up. Feel free to use the About Me page to find that. And thank you guys for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Stay safe, everyone. Be careful. And if I don't see you sooner, I'll see you later. Good night, guys.